Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes. We're continuing our Banished Pantheon mission. I just wanted you to see. It took me about 5 minutes of continuing to go around right here in between two mausoleums or whatever these are. We found the last piece, and now he's here. And my guess is this boss didn't spawn until you found the last piece. He definitely wasn't in that place, but now he's there. This spot over here. So we're going to go get him, kick his butt. He's over there. I've already cleaned up this part, so we should be safe to come in here. And now he's up there, I guess, because there was nobody up there before. Let's take a look. Huh. I still don't see him. Alright, well, let's run on up there. We have our last temporary power, which is minor damage of fire. There he is. Alright. He's just a lieutenant? That's really disappointing. This is going to be no problem at all, guys. Let's go ahead and put our Wheel of Fire resistance on. Let's go ahead and use the weapon against him. Focus Chi. Yeah, he's just a lieutenant. This will be no problem. I'm using fire against this guy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We beat Arcos. Now, the question is, do I have to defeat the entire Coven? And I don't know. Defeating the entire Coven. There we go. We got it. We're done. Completed the story arc. We got our reward merits. We got 23 reward merits. It's sort of an interesting number. Why 23? Why not 20 or 25? So we don't have to do the entire mission. We just need to find those 4 pieces to the Wheel of Destruction, which we've now lost because we defeated Arcos, and we defeat Arcos, and we're done. And it's really unfortunate that he was only a lieutenant. I believe my missions are not set. You know, we definitely want solo bosses. But we're done. We've completed the Wheel of Destruction, and we go back to Independence Port. Having finished the mission in a half hour, not bad, and we call Piper, and she gives us some XP and a single origin damage resistance that we do not need, but we're now 22nd level, guys, and that means we can get our enhancements. So she has available missions, but she's not going to give us another story arc, so we're done with her for now. We've got the Midlighter Cub story arc and others. But first, I want to go back to Talos Island, and I want to train up and go to the natural shop and get some enhancements. And we may do some inventing too. I'll go to the university and we'll see what training, invention and enhancements we can do and that sort of thing. Where am I going? I'm going over here. To Luminary. Try to do a new level of power. Train to the next level. And now. Still not interested in these. Not interested in these. I'm going to go ahead and get dodge so that we've completed our defenses. You'll notice, interestingly enough, even though this is our secondary, I have picked more secondary than primary. We have picked 6 out of the 9 secondary, and basically everything that's available to us, and only 5 out of the first 7 available primary powers. That's because I don't like Crippling Axe Kick. I may get it eventually, but for right now, I'd rather get my defenses in. We now have, without SOs, about 20% defense to both ranged and melee, but none to... Oh wow, what a cool costume. That is a really neat costume. The red and white, that is very cool. So we have now, without taking enhancements into account, our passives do 5-6% defense, or about 6%. Our right. So if we look at Agile, it does 5% defense, and Dodge does 5% defense. and then the toggles do 14% defense, right? So it's about 19 with combat jumping, about 20% defense. If we add single origin enhancements, we can add about 60% to that. That would add us about another 10 or 12. So we'd get to around 30 defense, which is pretty nice. Now, obviously, we can't do all of that yet because Dodge does not have the other single origin enhancements on it. And we're going to need to end up throwing out all of these dual origin enhancements. So now the first thing I'm actually going to do is go to the workbench and see what I can invent. And then we'll do Steel Canyon South. And then we'll see what sort of invention trainers we have, and then we're going to spend the rest of our money on single origins, I guess. And we can't buy them here because the shops here only sell duals, I believe, but we can go back to Talos Island to buy the single origins. The shops in Talos sell both single and dual origin. Alright, so we're going to go in here and hit the workbench. And that's one of the advantages of getting a fully tricked out base, is that you can put like a lab with a workbench and so forth in it. But they have them here, so it's no problem. We'll just go up to the lab. Where's the workbenches are up here, right? Yeah. Okay. So, invention. Workbench, here we go. So if we do accuracy, level 25. So we have one that we can create. It costs 34,000. So actually look at the prices of the SOs. We have one we can create. It's 34,000, does plus 32%. We can also buy them. So I just bought 1, 2, 3. How much is it costing me? 6,000? It's costing like 34,000 to buy them. I see. And then if we create, so they cost a lot more influence than single origin enhancements. Alright. So let's take this off. Probably didn't need to make 2 of them, but for Cobra Strike, but we'll go ahead. So we're going to go ahead and put these accuracies in. I don't know why it's not asking me for sure if I want to, but so there we go. So Cobra Strike is never going to freaking miss. Right, plus 64% chance to hit, plus 32% for all the others. In terms of damage, we have one of these. Oops, I didn't mean to buy one. Alright, well, fine, we'll create 2. And we will put these on here. So now they'll do a lot more damage. Alright, I'm going to get single origins for the rest of this for now, rather than spending the ridiculous amount, because the way I calculated it, it's going to cost like 60,000 per enhancement. That's absurd. I think the single origins only cost like 25. So let's go take a look. Alright. I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy the single origins for now, and we'll worry about the inventions another time. We've got some, and we can slowly replace them on our powers. So let's go back to Talos. There is, I believe, in fact, I'm certain there is a natural shop in Independence Port. It's just that Independence Port is so spread out, it's not worth going there for them, so I always come here. Because all we do is just go down this street and take a right. Here, and just head over. And it's the last building on the block here. Alright. So let's make sure we know what we need. We need 3 damage for this. And should we do a recharge here? I think 2 recharge and an endurance. So 3 damage. Let's sell these. Yeah, these only cost... Hang on. We want to do single origin. Here it is. So they cost 30,000. So they're really not... If you have the recipes, they're not really any cheaper than the other ones. But we'll go ahead and do this. 3 damage. Right. And an endurance. And where's the recharge? Where's recharge? I'm missing it right there. Okay. So, now, this right now is doing 40 damage with dual origins on it. It does 30 damage by default. When we put these guys on it, it's going to do like 60 damage. Look at that, 57 damage. Okay, we're going to reduce endurance for this one. Maybe we should reduce endurance for Crane Kick also. I know we want to recharge enhancer on Storm Kick. For sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and put recharge on Crane Kick. We also want to, for quickness, not quickness, practice brawler. And then we want endurance recovery. This is it, I believe. Just get one of them so I don't screw it up. That should go in stamina, right? Yep. Okay. So we want practice brawler to recharge. So practice brawler now recharges in 1 minute and 53 seconds. And actually less than that because of quickness, so now it's permanent. And we'll put recharge on Crane Kick. So Crane Kick now recharges in 7 seconds. Okay, so now we need 2 endurance reducers here and 2 more endurances here. Sorry that it's taking a while, but I want to make sure I don't buy the wrong things. I'm sure I will screw it up at least once. And then we're going to need some defense too. Defense buff. Let's buy 1, make sure it's the right one. It is. Put that in dodge. So dodge now has 7%. So this is going to make our character so much more effective, guys. It's going to be great. Okay, so stamina is now 50% improvement. So let's see. We need 3, 6, 9 defense, and 1 run speed. How much influence do we have left? 940,000. Defense. And run speed. So run speed goes in quickness, and then So focus senses is now 22% defense. Same with focus fighting. Agile is now 8, almost 9%, right? So if you combine agile with focus senses, we have 30% defense. That's pretty awesome. So now we're pretty well tricked out. I want to get a heal and 2 jumps. They're not really necessary, but why not? We have the money for it, shall we say, and heal. And then we'll need to come back here in the next level and get the other heal. And there we go. Guys, we have a fully tricked out, fully SO'd or invented martial arts super reflex scrapper. So now the next level, we're going to put 2 slots on health, and then we're going to start trying to add slots here. I want to increase the recharge of Cobra Strike. We're not going to bother with damage, right? So we're going to have 2 accuracy, an endurance, a recharge, and then I'm probably going to put maybe a second endurance one and disorient duration or something. This one's going to get an endurance and a recharge. Sorry, this one's going to get, actually probably get another accuracy and then an endurance. This one's going to get 2 more damage. This one's going to get 2 more damage, and then they'll each get an endurance. This one's going to get 2 more defense, obviously. And this, now that we're down to 1 minute and 53 seconds, guys, this power lasts 2 minutes, right? And we're at 1 minute and 53 without the quickness. We're going to be probably around 1 minute and 45 with it. So that means that we can turn it on, it'll last 2 minutes, and 1 minute and 45 into it, it will reactivate. So now what we're going to do is do control click. And what that does is, you see it puts a green ring around the power, it will just it will refire every time it's ready. So that means, you can only do this with 1 power, but that means it's permanent, guys. Unless I turn it off with another control click, that power will always activate, and it's going to reactivate before it runs out. So we will never have to worry about stun again. That is awesome. So now we have our martial arts super reflex scrapper in a much better place, and now she's going to really come into her own and be super effective and super powerful. And if you thought things were pretty interesting but not super hard before, wait until now, guys, because now we're going to be doing things like, in the next few levels, probably buffing the missions to be +1, buffing them to be equivalent to 2 players instead of 1. This is going to be awesome. So I'm not going to show you that now because we spent enough time doing this, but I hope you will enjoy, and I hope you're not hearing too much of the grinding outside. That's the stupid lawnmower guys blowing their leaf blowers. They're really annoying. So I'm going to stop now, and hopefully they'll stop soon, and I'll be back with another episode with our fully enhanced martial arts super reflex scrapper at level 22.